Hello everybody, Dr. Vetanze here with two wonderful young ladies. We're here for a reason. This young lady, Miss Kroll, wanted to come and give a testimonial on what had happened recently. The little history is I got a phone call from a friend who said, Dr. V, their little 10-year-old daughter is having seizures, and can you please help? I said, well, I certainly can, because I'm a chiropractor, and we as chiropractors know what causes seizures. And I'd like you to tell the whole story of the daughter, how many seizures, what they were going to do to her, and you were at wit's end.
My daughter Naya, we adopted her when she was 2.5, and we knew that she had epilepsy. So after 2 months after we got her, she had a major grand mal seizure. So she's been on medicine for about 6.5 years. There have been periods of time where we go maybe a couple weeks or a month without a seizure, and then about a year ago they started increasing, where she was having about 3 a week. And so about a month ago they put us in the hospital for a week to see if they could find where they were coming from, to see if she's a candidate to go in and remove that brain tissue that was misfiring. So they did a lot of procedures that day with some radioactive medicine, or that week. And then we've been in a period of 2 months where we're doing all of this testing, and then we're going to go back in July and meet with a team of neurosurgeons, and if they believe that they can find where it's coming from, then they would go in for another week, drill 10 to 15 holes in her head, put the leads right on her head, on her brain, figure out if they can locate exactly where it's misfiring, and then 2 to 3 weeks after that they would go in and do a resection where they would take that part out. But they're telling us what she would lose when they take that part out. So on Memorial Day, a friend came and she had 7 seizures that day, and he told us to go see Dr. V. We went to Dr. V on Wednesday at 8:15 at night, and he adjusted her, and she has not had any seizures since then. It's been 2 weeks today.
Thank you, Lord.
She has not had seizures. So she is still on medicine right now, but if she continues not to have seizures, we will decrease her medicine.
Thank you for saying that. Okay. This is not about me giving treatments. Chiropractors, you all know, when you balance and free the occiput C1, you open up the nerve supply to the brain, and you can heal whatever's going on in the brain. Okay, we know that. Why isn't it more successful? Why isn't this type of treatment go see a chiropractor who does the upper cervical? Because I didn't just do the upper cervical. In my years of doing gravitational pattern alignment, I've been tremendously successful, thank Jesus, for working on necks like this in these little kids. Greatly improved or stopped seizures. When Naya laid face down in my basement, my mother was sitting there watching. This 10-year-old girl, she's what, 3 foot something, man? 2.5 inch deficiency right lower extremity. Here's this little girl, don't even take out my table, right leg 2.5 inches. Her pelvis was up, I don't know, 35 degrees. I could see a scoliosis in the prone position, and the occiput had set on the headpiece, okay, was just completely off kilter. So why don't I just get a sitting cervical and crack that C1? Why don't I lay her supine, get that occiput, put the first cervical back in with it, whatever? Well, why is because you can't discount. She's a biped, she's upright, and we're in gravitational earth. So with that right leg being that short, she's twisted below the head and neck. The head and neck is causing, the pelvis is, and the feet, pedal foundation causing the occiput C1. So I balanced everything out with her feet, her hip, her pelvis, sacrum, L5, shoulder girdle. Then, in the supine position, because The left posterior occiput in C1 was there because of the misalignment from the floor up, not primary. So when you get these seizure people, you're going to find a C1 on the left. If you're a chiropractor, you got to find the left C1. So I'm going to say, okay, if you learn this technique, you'll realize what I say. Whether it's a centripetal rotation of the earth or everybody's right-handed, I don't know, but you're going to find the left posterior C1. If you do it by itself without taking away what caused it to be misaligned, you might hurt them. You certainly won't help them. And if you help them temporarily, as soon as you start walking again, the 2.5 shortness, she leans down, everything shifts, and the occiput goes out again. But if you do the GPA, gravitational pattern alignment, with the feet up, all the way to the occiput, where the first cervical and occiput now are saying, thank you, I'm ready, adjust me. Boom, it went beautifully. I got tingles all over my body because a healing occurred. You feel the energy release of these people. This is a 10-year-old girl. She don't know how to like, oh, I'm not going to release my energy. It was like, oh, thank you, Lord. Let this little girl get well. Would you say something?
We're excited that we found you, and we just hope that it continues to go as it has.
Exactly, and I'm glad I found you. And it was like it's supposed to be. It was through family, and at 8:15 at night, and we did it. So, but I wanted to put this on, and I want you, all the viewers, to hear me, see this, and know, especially chiropractors, you can help this, but you got to do it the right way. The right way. Rarely is a neck misalignment primary. Rarely is restoring the curve in the cervical spine primary. Where in gravity we have 2 feet more upright, balance in the feet, postural, pedal foundation must be corrected first. Thank you. Anything else, Mom?
No.
Thank you very much. All right.